off the bat with the massive tracer play. This does look like that might be the opportunity for them to open up the doors, and Hunter goes falling from Paprika. The DPS warrior is going to be able to confirm this fight, and a massive slam is going to bring 3 players together. The Lamb's going to be dropped just to try and keep them alive. That's going to be Keish losing the mech, and a double kill with a grapple from Brick onto Overkill, and Doshin Cheese is just going to be clean up, and they're going to cap.
Very good execution by the Horn Beast here. They're able to get that point back. Of course, having this being this unusual competition coming into their favor, so they look like they are figuring out what's going on. Hopefully, we'll see if they can keep it up here. But of course, ProPro still has an advantage on their side, despite the fact they still got a map win on there. So they got plenty of time to come around here. But they look like they're spread out going to the bottom. So I actually want to see if they see the Ryan coming in. But it looks like now Ryan's taking the point. Alfie's taking the point here.
Yeah, and we do see a Mei from Kazame, but that's funny, Mei Kazame. And that's going to be the lamp dropping, but it's not going to find a whole lot of value considering that big nerf that just came through. That's a massive shadow to both DPS. That's going to get them both eliminated very fast as Alfie's just going to get pick after pick. Keish just try to equal it out on Honogos, but it's not going to be enough as Alfie just cleans up. And now this looks like they're just calling prime at the moment, but considering the fact that they are already at 44%, that might just be
the stagger is disgusting. They just stagger this diva.
Yeah, but if they stagger the diva, that means that they're just staggering the point a little bit more, and they get to keep the control. And look at it, 54% already, 10% extra just from the stalls, and with SF dying off point, and Pat Brick's actually going to commit a little bit too late.
Okay, I thought ProPro took the point. That's why I thought the stagger was going on, but I didn't realize the point. But Alfie, again, getting that pressure, swinging that hammer, getting the shield up, protecting the team. He's doing what he needs to be doing here, and that fight's going on. But it looks like Kasumi's going to take on Kirby on the pick here, but it looks like Overkill's still going to be taking on Diva here. On Kishi here, looks like Hornbeast is going to make another reset here, as ProPro is taking a half of the percentage of the secondary map here.
Kirby. You called
Kirby,
Kirby.
Yeah, you know, again, my English is gonna suck.
I know.
Chat's gonna say something, and I'm gonna get flamed for it. So I'm gonna be flamed for all the corrections. So get ready for me to flame me later on.
Ooh,
a dude bomb.
That's an interesting bomb. It's not gonna find anything except for the lamp. Overkill's gonna find Zella there. The Coalescence and Minefield though. The Blizzard's gonna try and stop them, and it will find SF Mighty. But the bot blade will be ready once this redirect comes through. No, it's actually going into Zella there. Doofus is trying to find some value here, and with Overkill finding Keish, this looks like it might be it, unless Brick just does that. Crushes Doshin Cheese under his massive weight. Full spawn used to no avail though, and now they just have to try and cap right now. But this is very bad odds considering it's a 3v4 right now. Actually, it's a 4v4 with Genji coming back in. The pin, this might be big, but no! Like you said, the pillars just come up at the perfect time with Milky getting a punch to Paprika. That might be the perfect pick to perpetually pause their assault, I guess, was the alliteration there. There's Shatter dropping, only 3 players found from it. And it looks like it will be enough, especially with this window dropping as well. The Resurrects will be there, but no, it won't. Alfie's going to cancel it out. SF is going to try their very hardest to carry this, but it won't be enough as Alfie just pops a little bit extra. The 2v2 right now, 2 tanks versus a support and a tank. Paprika is going to get destroyed by the Doomfist, and that's going to be it, unless anybody else can touch it. Nope, that wall is going to confirm it.
It was very interesting usage from Horn Beast side. They had some really good ability ultimates they could have used, but how the way that came around was kind of the question to my opinion, to my part. But you know what? I mean, they're gonna probably see that. They're gonna have to figure out about making sure they can't be throwing that one diva bomb coming from under. I think they were trying to push them up, but it looked like it wasn't coming in. But at this point, ProPro is taking advantage of this first map, taking 2-0 here. As the again, we'll just get ready for this next map right here. I'm actually gonna be seeing. Well, I actually want to know if Horn Beast is gonna figure out what's going on so they can put their fight back to their advantage, because that's actually the one thing I'm actually noticing is that take control of the casting right now. Oh, you have to go? Oh. What's going on? I think Ty is muted here for just a moment. Okay. So right now, guys, okay. So it turns out that my partner Ty is going to be off here for just a moment, but I'm going to be solo casting for now, you guys. So again, so far, ProPro is taking the first lead here against Horn Beast. Going into the fight here, it looks like both teams are able to come up back and forth here. ProPro taking the advantage here. Noticing Horn Beast has kind of had a little bit of difficulties coming into putting their ultimates usage and just getting coordinated. I mean, they kind of keep spreading around. In my opinion, I would kind of think they need to keep themselves together, understand what's going on, use their ult wisely. If they could do that, Horn Beast can take this fight around. So I'm hoping to see if I'm hopefully if they see that. Hopefully they can use that. They can I'm sorry, I messed that up here. I've never solo casted as much, so I'm trying to best, guys. I apologize. But anyway, if Hard Beast can able to use the mistakes, if they're noticing their mistakes, if they can fix that in the next 3 fights, they can turn this game around.
I agree, and I'm back.
Absolutely. For a second, I got lost for a moment. I'm like, okay, if I should just gotta remember, if I don't hear you for 5 seconds speaking, I'm just gonna keep talking.
That's fine. I just had to sprint upstairs real quick. Sorry about the scuff stream.
Absolutely.
I just have to rejoin. Gonna wait for an invite from my boy Cyber here.
Oh, might as well do that right now. Let me get you in, and then we're gonna get going for the.
So what were you saying while I was gone for a minute there?
I was talking about Horned Beast on what they can do to improve. Honestly, they have the right they're put in the right competition. They're put in. I think like the competition doesn't really matter. I think what's going on is what I'm noticing is that they keep spreading out too much. If you notice, I mean, the fact that they've had Kishi flanking in as Oh, do I have to swap someone?
Just make me host. I'll do it. Don't worry.
Make it host. Let's here. Hold on.
This isn't Scuff's chat. Shut up.
Anyway, if having Keisha to make some weird plays on the first map, kind of like, I mean, just interesting fact that he was a shield player for the being the tank player, having to be the shield. You want to protect the team, so seeing that was kind of a risky move. But I think they kept spreading around too much, and some of the usage of ultimates they've used could have been used more properly. And if Horn Beast can fix on that, whether on this map or the next 2 maps, they can turn that into their favor. But right now, ProPro is just taking full advantage of what they're doing. They're making their composition correctly. They're hitting their shadow. I mean, Elfie putting in the effort, putting in the plays with Reinhardt. I mean, that's one thing I'd love to see as a Reinhardt player myself. If you can protect the team and swinging that hammer, getting the picks off you needed to, and connecting those shatters very correctly. And of course, with that, having the team noticing that's actually what makes a successful team fight. If the Ryan hits the shatter perfectly, and then everyone's right there, that's basically it.
I agree. Big shaddies win the fighties.
Absolutely. But we're gonna see if he can if Elfie's gonna either keep on the Reinhardt for this next map, or he's gonna just go with something else, maybe make a different play here as we hopefully get ready to go to the second map, which is the assault map for Temple of Anubis. And last night we saw very interesting stuff happen. If you recall,
the Great Debate Part 2. Gladiators set up Part 1, and then Part 2 came in. And it was glorious from Queensguard.
Absolutely. I want to see if having Queensguard having to take that map in like a minute and 13 seconds, was it the record so far?
14. Minute 14.
Okay. Yeah, so chat, if you're not aware of it, it's a new record for full take on Temple of Anubis, which is a minute and 14. We're gonna see if either ProPro or Horn Beast can beat that tonight. But honestly, just from how Queensguard perform that, I don't know if there's any other team out there that could do it faster than them. Even if it's like 33% of the second point taken.
Honestly, I think that OCC, at least for next season, we should start doing the record times. So be sure you keep an eye out for that. If any of my ideas that I have for the next season come on through, then next season will look a lot different.
I just want to keep track on like certain maps on how fast does it take, because I think the only maps you need to worry of is like payload, assault, and any payload maps is basically the only thing you want to look at. But looks like we're ready to start here, and this is very interesting. We're going to be seeing a Rissa Hog for ProPro here, and of course we're going to see double shields from the Horned Beast. They're playing they're going to be playing somewhat close to meta type of competition here, while ProPro is taking a different route here. They're going to have Bastion and Genji here. No, the Junkrat and Genji.
If you know... Oh, that's a great hook to isolate Paprika there, but the shield's going to be there from Brick to keep him alive. And the Genji, a little bit of a weird position right now. It's going to be deleted by Quiche. This is an opportunity for them to start pushing forward. Over the Resurrect from Hunter Ghost will be there. But that's still 4v6 up there right now. The hook's going to bring Zilla up and close, and the Junkrat's going to capitalize. And now it's just Quiche getting, or not Quiche, Elfie getting hard focus, and SF is going to find that elimination. Now SF is in a very wonky spot, just being blasted all over the place by Kazme, but looks like he might be able to win this duel. And there it is, Brick with a rock to Doshin Cheese. It's Freaks! He's gonna get an elimination. Overkill's gonna try and carry his way out of this, and it might be enough since he gets those 2 eliminations and only 3 players on the defense right now. That's another Hook trying to get this elimination, but he has to reload at the perfectly wrong moment. Now they're gonna start to cap here.
Yeah, Overkill just holding out to the best as he can. Was able to get put some of the damage he needed to. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to keep the game going. But now you even notice ProPro's making a huge change. They switched their tank lineup to Orion Zarya lineup. Kasumi's going to his signature Hanzo, as we saw yesterday, getting a ton of those Dragon Strike cleared. But as Hornbeast is going to make their push here, Melky does have his ability coming in, so we'll see when he'll use that.
They capped first in a short amount of time, or longer time than it took for Queensguard to cap last night. And this Dragon Blade isn't finding a whole lot of value, and Nozelle's just going to freeze it up and destroy it, since the lamp was there to cancel out any value that it could have gotten with the Coalescence there as well. The Blade's going to be on Takeesh, barely living afterwards, and that's going to be Paprika slaying Elfie. The Reinhardt is down, and the Death Blossom's there as well, and it's going to find 2 eliminations, and that looks like it's going to be enough to help cap on. And now with Milky and Kaz both falling, nobody's going to be able to touch Team Kill. Just Elfie who might be able to, and it won't be enough. 501. Almost twice as long.
Absolutely. No, that was a successful attack from Hornbeast. They were able to keep themselves going. They looked like they were able to stay together, like I said earlier. If they were able to keep themselves together as a unit, that will make them stronger. And it looks like they are actually realizing that. Even though on the Assault you want to stay together in the team, but sometimes on Assaults anyone can go anywhere. But here looks like they're able to keep themselves going, get in the map with 5 minutes on their timing. So if they can hold long enough against ProPro here, when ProPro takes if ProPro takes 2 points, Hornbeast will have an advantage here. So I mean, it was honestly right there was a successful push from Hornbeast. I can't disagree anywhere with those.
Absolutely, and that's like you said. It's still an extremely successful. Still an extremely successful. That's what I was going to say. It's a very successful attack. My bad.
Yeah. No, it's all good. You know what? You gotta figure out. Thinking like, okay, attacks, defense, who's what. I mean, that's one thing that gets. It gets one of those, and like you just gotta remember who's what, and that's all that happens here. But Hornbeast making that push successful. Let's see if they can make that successful push into a successful defense here. Looks like they're running. I think they're running something. Oh, yeah, they're running the similar comp they ran earlier. So we'll see if that's gonna be help them going in. Looks like ProPro is gonna run some of the similar comp. The differences is that they're going to have the Reaper. They're going to keep the Reaper, but it looks like they're going to be running a Mora Lucio. We don't see Lucio often in the meta here, but you know what? He helps the team speed boost. Actually, we're going to see if they can pull off the same scenario of Queen's Guard, but I don't know if that will be the case here.
They are still running this Genji, which I don't know why you would do it against a Sigma, a Reaper, a Mei, and a Moira.
Oh, they're doing it! Oh my goodness!
Oh, they're doing it! They did the Great Bamboozle! But it does look like they are much more winning the wall, just isolating two. Milky gets absolutely deleted. The pin's going to be there to try and find some value, but it's not going to be able to do enough. My ping is spiking to the hundreds! It's about to be 1,000. My ping... What is happening? My ping is so high.
I got you. Looks like Hornbeast knew that was going to happen. Looked like they were paying attention last night, and ProPro tried to pull that off. But you know what? That's what the Cell was right there. Like, nope, you're not gonna pull off what happened last night. You're not taking the point in a minute and 14 seconds. They were ready for it. That was a perfect defense. Perfect defense from Hornbeast here. And look, it looks like ProPro is going to have to reset. It looks like they're going to be going the same direction as they tried to, but they're going to go far left, but they're walled off. So that's actually going to be interesting.
Yeah, just an FYI, and right now, this is when they capped. Just an FYI, just so you know how bonkers that attack was. And Zell's about to have this Blizzard here, and that's going to be probably the first ultimate in the lobby, unless Honderghost gets a very fast Coalescence here, and that's going to be Paprika finding Milky, not getting a whole lot of value. Look at their ult charge, and you'll see that evidence, but Elfie's going to find Zell there. The May's not going to be able to be there with the ultimate. Overkill is going to continue the trend of tanks finding final blows as Paprika falls, and now Coalescence is going to kill the mirror on the other side, and that's going to be the cap coming forward any moment now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was right there was basically, I mean, very very good from ProPro here. Look, they will be coming into the next fight with 3 ultimates. They're going to have Elfie's Shatter. They're going to have Kasumi's Death Blossom. They're also going to come in with a Sound Barrier from Shintesh here. So But of course, Horn Beast is gonna have a defense for Cell's Blizzard, the ultimate from Bricks, and of course Katakishi.
No.
But right now, Cell takes that Milky here. Is that how you said Milky or something like that?
Milky.
Yeah, Milky. Yeah, but Self does take out Milky here, and Quiche actually does take out
they're
Kasumi
getting
here.
staggered.
Staggering. Yeah, that was actually a huge stagger coming from Horn Beast here. Looks like ProPro's gonna have to make a reset. They need a full. They can't go in with a 4-on-6 here. They're gonna have to wait for those two guys to come back in to see if for this next fight coming in.
Yeah, Milky was charging up that Meteor Strike so low. They tried to just come it in with a real quick punch. Almost got out, but then just took the last little bit of damage that was needed. And so they switched to Mei because the Doomfist just wasn't finding value. Now they're going to go on the left side. Hopefully this Mei wall can counteract Zealous here, even though they
Oh my
do
gosh,
have the
Kasumi is actually distracted.
Oh no!
Like,
How did that shatter actually hit Brick there? That didn't look like it's going to get even close. And Overkill's out of position is going to get punished for this Death Blossom popped as well, but it's not going to do anything as another Death Blossom is going to be out. Kazumi is going to find Quiche right there. The pin's going to be forward and Zell's going to find Milky. This looks very even right now. The Salvador is going to be popped on the attack, trying to keep this alive for them, but it doesn't look like any picks are going to be resulting from it until Alfie finds Brick with a fire strike. Kazumi is going to find his mirror as well, and that's going to be a potential cap coming on forward as the Bongo drops over by the respawn over there. The lamps as down as well, but it's going to be destroyed over time because of that nerf to be 5 seconds. And now Alfie is going to be pinning it again. Is going to have the shatter right now and dropping it. 3 players destroyed as well as the Graph search just to confirm it. 2 players are still on point. Both the life steal heroes are alive. Alfie's going to get 2. Just cleaning up on the Reinhardt.
Absolutely. Again, if the Reinhardt, I mean, we saw Alfie playing very good with the Reinhardt last round. He's been doing it right here. But it looks like Horn Beast is still trying to make that push here.
Oh my goodness.
Looks like Cell does take a push chaser, but not going to hold off long enough here. ProPro getting the second point here with only 3 minutes here. But you know what? Horn Beast still has the advantage with a 2-minute advantage here.
Yeah, still, these are both very fast attacks still, though. And after seeing something that's almost 6 minutes left, it just doesn't feel like it should be. Like, this doesn't feel like a quick cap for some reason.
Yeah, no, this is one of the fastest. This is basically one of the fastest and of course, one of the hardest maps to take at times. I mean, you can anyone can take the first point, but once you get to that second point, it is a really difficult point to take. So, I mean, a fast but yet a hard map to go in. But anyone could go in with any competition to make an successful push here. But we're going to be getting ready for a start with this next part of the round here. It looks like ProPro will be, again, going first to attack here. It looks like they're going to be running the same composition, but except their Milk's going to go on the Junkrat here. So we'll see if that's going to go around. But we're going to see Cell on the Pharah here. But the problem with the Pharah here is that she doesn't have Mercy here. But you know what? Pharah could run without Mercy here, but I want to see if how much pressure. I want to see how much pressure Cell's going to put against ProPro.
I think this is a hard read on the Junkrat Reaper. Who's going to counter the Pharah in that composition? Junkrat can somewhat contest her if you're Jake. Moira can because Moira, but I just don't see how you're going to be able to beat this without switching.
No, you can only Junkrat can counter Pharah if you're PvPX. You know what? That's the only person I know who can counter Pharah as Junkrat. So. But we're not going to see. We're going to see if PvPX can counter Junkrat here.
There's a reason why it's called the Jake Rat, and that's Milky trying to emulate the Lord and Savior of the Rat. Finds Chibi. That's going to be the first elimination of the attack right now. Both teams are very even, but this attack's respawn advantage might prove to be the defense's doom. As Zilla trying to get some poke damage as well as healing right now, as this Pharah is going to take a lot of damage. This Brick fighting Overkill. This might be the end of the attack right now as a pull brings those two players together. This will be Kazumi on the Reaper finding the Pharah. That might be enough, although, it's a one on point, and Kazumi is going to start to find more eliminations, and Alfie will fall to SF. And now this just looks like it's going to be the defense crippling, unless SF just does that and has a little bit of a hard carry right now. Going to find 3 so far. Milky finds the Reaper, though. And this is just a 2v2 supports versus a DPS and another support, I guess. And now the Zarya's back, so this should be the confirmation on the attack.
This is a very interesting attack right here. Both teams are being staggered to come in. ProPro is still trying to make the push to the best of their ability. Right? Looks like Alfie's going to be coming in charge and swinging with a hammer here. See how many swings it takes to get rid of the team here. But that Riptide's going to come in. We'll see how many kills they get. He gets 3 picks. That is that's the point they need. That was the attack they needed to get that first point. What a beautiful play from Milky.
Extra thick tire, boys.
Absolutely no. Those those rip tires can come in all of a sudden. Next thing you know, it can get 1, 2, or maybe just get half the team like what Milky just did here, which gives him the point coming to the second point right here. Elfie's got that shot. We're gonna see if that shot is gonna connect the whole team, or is gonna get someone here. But speaking of it, he gets 2 right there.
They're gonna be able to live just a little bit, but that's gonna be Brick falling eventually. And that's a barrage coming right out. And it doesn't look like they're gonna find a whole lot other than Elfie, but that should be enough as well with his Death Blossom. The total mayhem from Milky is gonna get an elimination, but it's not gonna be enough as the attack is forced back.
It was a very beautiful. I mean, it was a good shadow from the Elfie, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough to actually come around. Even though Cell came with that barrage, came in with some of that damage. Even though, despite getting picked off, looks like ProPro was able to get that hold here. They're going to be coming in with another team fight. Looks like they might have ult advantage on their side. Even though we can see a Sound Barrier and Death Blossom coming from ProPro.
I think you have to switch one of your supports if you're Horn Beast right now to help keep Zella alive, because he's doing a lot of work, but the problem is he doesn't have enough healing right now. So he needs some support up in the sky. And with that pick just proving that, and now he's going to go for the 1v1 onto Milky. And now Milky's going to try and escape, but that 1v1's going to be going on over there while the rest of the attack is huddled up in this little corner with the Reaper alongside them. Just tons of poke damage coming in from the Pharah right now, with the Reaper able to can't just crush anybody who tries to push forward, and that's going to be Chibi finding Hunter Ghost with the damage orb. Just one healer alive in this hallway right now, and they're just staggering for time. They're just giving up just momentum right now. Kazmir's going to find Zella, but it won't be enough, as the Sound Barrier's actually going to come in. They want to commit right now. Only 3-4 players alive at the moment, but they want to try and win this because the Death Blossom popped as well, and that doesn't look like it's going to be a whole lot. As they just delete them all at once. Just staggered time out. They just gave time away.
Yeah, absolutely. Right there, in my opinion, if I was if I was ProPro here there, with the fact that when you lose 1 or 2 people, despite how much time you have, you want to do your very best to actually the reset here. But looks like they're not going to be doing a reset. They're going to be going. Looks like Hunter goes on the point in overtime with Coalescence, but gets picked up by the Cell here, and I don't think they're going to be able to make it in time. Looks like they will not be. Poor Beast gets the full defense on the secondary point, and now they're going to have 5 minutes on their side to hopefully take not only 1, but hopefully take 33% of the secondary point.
I think you need to forget your lactose intolerance and go for some cheese here. I think that's the only way you're going to be able to catch them off guard on the defense. Particularly maybe just holding the high horse strategy, or maybe just straight up holding near point, because you can't give up a sim TP to get to point. You can't give up any progress right now. You are in the lead if you are ProPro, so you can give up 1 map or you can draw this map, but at the same time, do you want to risk that?
You know, I think it can go either way for ProPro. They can go with this competition they know, or they can go with something cheese, or just something that we have never even seen yet. But, I mean, again, it's really going to depend on what Horn Beast is going to do. And, again, Horn Beast is going to be going with their normal composition coming from the start. So I'm really liking this. But actually, no, they're going to be switching to Mighty's going to go with the McCree. Knowing that Pharah, I mean, actually, no, not Pharah, I'm sorry. Knowing that, I mean, I don't know. That's gonna be a fair interesting pick, but I think he's just reading the fact that Cell was able to play Pharah last round on the last push. ProPro might be thinking, you know what, let's go with Pharah ourselves, and maybe they're reading that.
Yeah, this is the same exact composition that was right on the attack last time, or on the defense. I mean,
Very close, actually.
No, it is exactly the same.
Actually,
there was a
but yeah. Basically, very close. Well, very close. But you know what? At this point,
it's exactly the same.
Okay, we're gonna see.
Or is it the tanks?
We're gonna see if the Kasumi pick on Pharah is gonna help him out here.
There's no damage boost for it though, so they will have.
Okay,
to get
Kishi, hello. What is Kishi doing?
Whoa, Kish, what are you doing, friend? What is that positioning? I wasn't even looking, and you just kind of died. Now it's gonna be out of positions. Yeah, the wall wasn't quite there to isolate anybody, so they have to start backing up, but they still want to commit to this poke right now. And
that hurt me. I'm sorry. I can't commentate this. That hurt me so hard. As a Risa player, you don't ever go by yourself. I mean, that's nutty.
Unless you're Reinhardt with Shadow, you should never be a flanking main tank. But it might actually work out as the rest of the team just collapses on the defense right now. And the SF Mighty Hyena is gonna start to pop off a little bit, getting elimination for elimination at 2 health. He's gonna die to the damage orb. That's you hate to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm coming in. I mean, despite that first mishap coming in for Horn Beast, look like they're able to take that point, and so actually gets a kit pick on Kasumi, but not going to make any difference as Kasumi's going to get the spawn advantage as Horn Beast makes their second attempt here. One thing they're going to have to realize is that Kasumi does have has Death Blossom coming in, so no, not Death
Barrage.
Blossom. Barrage. Thank you very much. And Hunter Ghost is gonna have Coalescence. So we're gonna see if Paprika's window and Chipsky's yeah, Chipsky or whatever. Coalescence is gonna help them out here.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is. I think that the momentum halts here with just 2 ultimates in the defense.
That's Mighty is fallen.
Or, yeah, that's going to be a big pick right now, and they might be able to actually push on forward, especially with this blitz about to come up, and Doshinchi is going to fall as well. That's very, very bad if you're the defense right now. The Coalescence coming out, just trying to keep them alive, trying to keep the momentum from being given up. They're to draw or lose the situation right now. Kazume's going to start to pop off, though. He gets 2 eliminations. A punch and an uppercut is all you need in order to cancel out a killer attack. Zell's going to try and help out with a kill onto Mickey. It's not going to be enough as Kazume just gets elimination after elimination. The Doomfist is on fire.
My goodness, no! I mean, we see him on the Hanzo a couple nights ago. Just yesterday, we see him playing Hanzo here. But it looks like right now that Doomfist is making that effect. It looked like Hornbeast was almost had the chance of winning that map, and then Kasumi says, "Nope, you're not taking it." He switches to Doomfist, gets the hold. What a beautiful, not only a good switch, but a beautiful defense from Kasumi. And he look at his ult charge. He's 63%. I mean, you can see how fast Doomfist can get if you know how to play him correctly, and he's able to get that. He's getting very close. So, but right now it looks like Hornbeast is making their secondary attempt here, and they got 3 ultimates going against ProPro's 3 attempts as well.
And that Blossom's going to be popped at any moment now, but no, Milky's going to be deleted. This looks like it might be the defense whole just crumbling at the moment, but Kazumi's going to try their very hardest in order to get this done. And that's a Shatter fighting 2 players in the defense. This is going to be the thing to confirm the defense. And now the rest has to back up, but look at the attack. They're about to have 5 ultimates. Oh, but they might actually be able to win this as Elfie falls. They're going to try to push forward. Grabs on search committed though. And that's a down Blossom following it up. Gonna find 2 eliminations. Now it's just Zella, the lone Mei, who's gonna get destroyed. And now there's still a big ult advantage for the for the attack.
Absolutely. No, if you notice that whole ProPro used 4 ultimates right there. They used Elfie's Shatter. They used Overkill's Grab. They used Milky's Death Blossom. And Hunter Ghost's Shinchez's window. So using 4 ultimates right there could be very, very, very risky. If Hornbeast is able to pay attention to that, they don't have to be worried to be scared too much. So actually, right now we're gonna skip to that. Elfie does get to pick up Paprika, holding off Hornbeast's attack here, because you don't want to go in with 1 support down.
The more they keep on dry pushing like this, the more that they keep dying and choke, the more that they're going to get up to this Blizzard. And that is your win condition here. Get a fat Blizzard on point, make it so that then they can't escape, or make it so they can't contest you. Because the Blizzard is so massive that if you position it correctly, they can't touch point, or they have to die.
Absolutely, or just basically just getting the team fight right there. I mean, whatever gets the team right there. But it looks like Cell is going to be getting. No, that's actually going to be very huge. They have to they use this to their advantage. They go in with the 5-on-6 here. They could use that. If they can use that to their advantage, they could win this map.
Yeah, but Milky is going to have Shatter very, very soon with these Fire Strikes getting so much damage. That's a Meteor Strike dropping on both tanks, and now it's going to be the Kazume show once more. Blizzard's actually just going to be there to isolate off the Zarya, getting rid of that charge, but the Colossus is just going to beam on through and keep the defense holding in there at 37 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, I mean, it looked like the advantage they were going to hope to take looked like it doesn't go in here. But Hornbeast does have 30 seconds, and they're going to look like Cell's going to make the switch from the Mei to the Reaper. It's okay pick because he already used his ultimate on that last push. But Brick, Kishi, and Mighty's got 3 ultimates have ultimates on their side. So we'll just hopefully, if they can use those correctly, they could use that to their fight. Otherwise, we're going to see this as a tie.
Oh no, that's brutal wall to push into right now. The Kinetic Grasp is going to try to keep their health okay, but it's not going to be enough as the damage is just there. Now, with Milky just in a terrible position there, and that's a Shadow dropping 4 players to the ground! Massive play. Zella's going to find Elfie, though. This might be the attack, finding the value that they need. This Graviton Surge, though, is going to be absolutely massive. 3 players caught in it. The Graviton Flex! 2! Brick is going to catch 2! This is what you need on the attack. They're going to cap in overtime. Just barely in time. 1-1.
That's what Hornbeast needed. They just needed that one moment to get something. And Brick came in with that Graviton Flex, gets 2 off that peg. What a beautiful ultimate from Brick. Getting the map for Hornbeast. Now we're going to this after 2 maps. We are 1-1 for both teams. Again, we could be seeing another good game here. Honestly, we've seen that last night. But unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing a reverse sweep. But we could be seeing a very good game. We could be if Hornbeast keep this up, we can see them getting their first game win here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this second map was very close, but this could be the shift in momentum that Hornbeast need in order to win this out. But the problem is that I've seen with Hornbeast is at this point in the in the game, they seem to struggle a little bit to keep the momentum going forward. If they can do that, then they can win this game very convincingly. It's just a problem of getting to that point, I think.
Absolutely. Again, Hornbeast it looks like they're fixing some of the mistakes they're going for. At one point, again, it looked like they had some advantages come into their. They had an advantage to make a successful pushes, but unfortunately, it looked like they either took too long to make that push happen, or they just probably never saw it. But again, right now, it looks like Hornbeast is making the push that they're doing right now. They were able to get the map win here today in overtime. So right now, Hornbeast has a chance to keep things going here if they can keep themselves in the in the position to keep the use of their ultimates, just keeping the team together. If they can just understand, if they can get of a more understanding on the other side of what's going on, who gets picked off, and or what ultimates has been coming around, that's actually one thing that makes a successful push is knowing what they have and working with it. If you can work around that, you can make every push successful.
Yeah, we are going to sit on that while we go into halftime. So be sure you go use the bathroom. Just go take a break. And when we come back revitalized, we'll have the rest of this game starting at Numbani. So we're going to go to halftime now. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to OCC. But I hope you all had a wonderful time so far. We are currently tied at the half, going into Bonnie. How do you feel about this game so far?
You know, honestly, I see a lot of different things coming from both ProPro and Horned Beast. I mean, both teams are making plays. Both teams are making the push that they need to. But honestly, I see both teams making a bit of a few struggles to get the pushes they need or get into plays they need to. If they can improve on that, I could literally see both teams run. I mean, looking from Horned Beast in my side, this is the team I'm just looking for at this point. I'm looking for this. I'm wanting this team to get their first win. But I think I see one.
Biased.
Okay, hang on a sec. We have to have a bias in one stream, one way or another. Anyway, I think I see two things coming from Hornbeast. Positioning and Kishi. The reason I say Kishi is I like the
Quiche.
player. Make Quiche, thank you. I like the player. I like the picks that he's making. Unfortunately, the things I seen is that his positioning seems a bit off. I mean, if he can improve on that positioning, that's basically it. And then otherwise, with that is the ultimate usage from Horn Beast. If I could see both those two things, and they're very simple things. I'm not saying like they're the most hardest things. Those are the most two simple things. If they can look forward to improving on, Horn Beast can get their first win. So far, it looks like they are making some of those mistakes they were making in the first round are actually being improved here. So it looks like if they can keep that up, we could see. I mean, Horn Beast could get their first win tonight, and that's what I'm looking at right now.
By the way, thank you, Erica, for subscribing. Currently at a 2-month streak and gifting a sub to Swimmy, as well as a donation of 100 bits by Erica. Yeah, a whole lot of Erica action in the chat. Thank you for the.
Thank you very much.
How do you feel about Mbani, or as you call it, Mumbai?
You know, I was gonna say this. The map's still good, but I mean, between the both teams, I just want to see who pulls out the Torb first. That was, I mean, come on now. That was like the highlight was that the change coming from Boomers from last night, making that Tormir pick on the defense was really very crucial. I mean, again, I don't know if ProPro or Horbeast is going to pull it out. We're going to see if that is going to be a case here, but as of right now, we are seeing. I mean, we won't know until the map still comes around. But honestly, I think this map. I mean, I think it could be anyone's. I mean, I know both teams know how to take the point. Now the question is how far will they move that payload?
I just really want to see Torbjorn. I just really, really want to see Torbjorn.
I want to see Bunker. I want to see if Bunker can be established. It was almost established last night, but was never there for so long. We'll see if one team can pull that. But Bunker can be very difficult to play at times. You got to play the shield tanks right, and you got to make sure that the Bastion stays alive and keeps damage boost. But I mean, only question is going to be actually. I just noticed that I think there's a switch on the team. If you noticed.
Oh, Chu has actually subscribed for 2 months. Thank you for that, Chu. But I don't remember what it was. I kind of had a. And John Hawk subscribed for tier 1. Stop your subscription. Wait, I don't mean stop your subscription. And Erica just gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you, Erica.
Oh wow!
Thank you. That is what we call in the an epic gamer move.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the best moves you can see in a Twitch stream. Just those subs coming around here. But look at we're gonna be starting here. Now, before I want to start you here, Ty, I just noticed something that Casemiro that was playing on ProPro is now playing for Horned Beast here. Well, that's a very interesting move here. And of course, Sniv, or is that how you say Sniv? Is going to be coming in for ProPro here. I think he's going to come in on the.
Wait a minute, horned breasts.
What?
On the stream it said horned breasts.
What the? I said beast. I said
no. You said beast. You're fine.
Oh, the stream. Yeah. Oh my god.
This is horned breasts on stream.
Clip it, chat. Are you nuts? Horned breasts.
Erica donated 103 bits. 103.
Fresh nuts. Clip it. Fresh nuts. Fresh nuts. Let's go.
103 breast bits. Let's go.
Jeez.
Oh
no. How did we not notice that? Has that just been in now or what?
I don't.
Oh no. But, okay, guess what? So ProPro is now one. Okay, here. Let's change this up. we're going map 3, 1-1 ProPro against Horn Breast here. But the only problem here is that they have to change their logo, but I don't think that's gonna be age appropriate here. And we're gonna have to.
Hey, you don't. I mean, chicken breasts.
That's true. That's true here. But we're gonna have to We're gonna have to switch that talk into the map here. We're getting ready. We're 5 seconds in. This competition is gonna be very interesting. We're gonna be seeing Horn Beast technically, going with a Sombra move with a Brick going on Hammond as ProPro is gonna have that Ryan Zari with a Widowmaker.
Erica again, gifting a tier 1 sub to Amara. That's her 7th gifted sub, and Alfie donating 100 bits. Thank you. But I'm kind of surprised to see the Brick Quiche Hammond Ball combo.
Absolutely. We're gonna see if that's gonna be very effective. Orisa is the main tank. Hammond's gonna stay in the back line, but Cell's gonna take a snap here, coming to this push here.
Yeah, the Rat putting in a ton of value right now. He's going to 1v1 Doshin Cheese and win it, as well as the Sombra hacking the Widowmaker up top. That's going to be an easy cap right now as they just kind of clean up right now. Alfie falls, and that's going to be one of the last few players. With Moira coming back trying to heal overkill, it's not going to be enough. And now it's just Hunter Ghost with a very late stagger from Sniv to come in at any moment. And there it is. He's going to try to stagger on a little bit longer, but they're going to eventually fall to just the amount of damage and the amount of players alive right now. But Sniv is actually going to find 2 eliminations right now. Zealous eventually going to find that pick, but a trap is going to stop Hunter Ghost, and a Doomfist on point. Milky going to leave a little bit, but Alfie, the Giga Chad, is going to come back in, about to have a shatter. Excuse me. And now the Lamb's going to be there to save her a little bit. I guess moved on to the high ground just to get some spam damage in. Doomfist actually going to slam, and the Riptide is going to be out. It's going to be 2 eliminations. Overkill by Quiche, but it's not going to be enough, as the players still are coming back with both with very even respawns. 3v3 at the moment, but Sniv's going to find Zella, and that's going to be it after such a long battle. And by the way, thank you, more bits in the chat, Erica and Amara. Sorry for cutting you off. Go ahead.
no, noticing that this was Horn Beast actually could have taken that map. But if you notice that ProPro was able to take it, so whatever happened, I mean, I'm so confused on how Horn Beast lost that. They had to deal with Snev on the back behind them, and the next thing no, they had to deal with someone else. But right now, they're gonna have to make another hold away here because Melky does take out Kasumi here. Kasumi has EMP, so I think maybe Melky was like, nope, you're not using EMP now. You're gonna reset here.
Yeah, they're only going to have the Coalescence and Shatter at the moment on the defense as well. And considering that 20% ult charge nerf to Baptiste, I don't think that's going to be coming in soon either. And again, more bits. Chu and Erica, thank you. Again. And now they're going to be starting to come onto point right now. Just the ball at the moment, and no hack to be spelled upon her. And that's a massive EMP, finds 4 players. Doshin Cheese is not going to be able to drop that lamp at the moment. That's a Shatter dropping as well. Only going to find Brick, though, with the minefield blocking off the path. That's going to be a pin onto Casimir. And a Death Moth as well. Going to fly through the sky and find 2 eliminations. Milky is going to uppercut Twitchy as well. That's just going to hold on just a little bit more.
Despite the ultimates used from Horned Beast, that actually was, I mean, they didn't find any value for the from the Hammond's from the minefield and the EMP here. So honestly, I mean, right there was very good defense from ProPro, noticing that the EMP and the mines actually was a very ultimate here. But now, Obi's is gonna have 60-second take it, but it looks like they might use the advantage that takes out here.
Yeah, that's definitely the chance for to start pushing forward. And Casimir just switched, and thanks to the fact that Charvy's on the Mercy, already at 37%, make it 43, and now they're going to be able to push on forward with this player advantage. That's the window dropping up the attack, as well as a Bongo in limited damage combination. Alfie's going to take tons of damage, he's going to fall. Twitchy is going to find elimination after elimination. This is the DPS in the wrong category, doing tons of work right now. Casimir's going to find overkill as well. That's just going to be 2 players left on the defense, and it's probably going to be as Riptide comes forward just to confirm it. Sniv alone, the lone edgelord, is going to fall. And again, thank you, Alfie, or Erica, for the 197 bits. We're on a hype train, boys.
Absolutely. I mean, that hype train is not, I mean, not only getting the hype train in the chat, but we're also getting the hype coming in the game here. It looks like Hornbeast was able to get this first point here going. Now they got, not only they got the first point, now they got the payload going. We're going to see how long it's going to, see how far they're going to move that here as they get ready to make this push here. Looks like they're going to be running. Looks like Hornbeast is going to be running that pharmacy. That's what that's the best competition you want to run when you have that Pharah. Keep that Pharah alive. Keep that Pharah damaged up here. But we're going to see. We're going. I don't see any changes coming from ProPro except having Milky going on that McCree to counter that Pharah.
Yeah, McCree is definitely one of the best heroes to counteract with McCree, in my opinion, because of that fast primary fire speed, as well as the low damage fall off. He can really just pump in tons of damage. And that's going to be an out of position Sniv, getting deleted by Quiche and Kazume's tons of damage. The barrage is going to be available as well when the lamp's about to fade. That will be a good opportunity to use it. Kazume's just going to send in the primary fire, though, spamming out 100 Ghosts, and that's the barrage coming in. Alfie's going to block it up and kill Kazume with their own barrage. That's the Grab Dodgers coming in, actually. This might be their chance to win the defense, as Kazume gets pinned into the wall. The window's going to be dropped as well. Just trying to confirm it, but there's only 3 players left alive, and this looks like it's going to be a bad... They look like they're going to have a bad time.
Yeah, absolutely. Sanchez uses the window. That was actually a very important one they could have used, but didn't find any value. Looked like Stella's going to be coming in with that Riptire. Misses that Riptire. Coming in the back line. Even though he's still putting the pressure, he gets it off 100 Ghosts here, so very good pick off of him. Hornby's still making the push here as Elfie tries to stay alive. Stella gets overkill here.
It's a high noon on the high ground. It's going to find Charby
here.
Death Blossom doesn't find a whole lot of value, just 1v1ing in Orisa. That's not who you want to be shooting as a Reaper, and it's going to get slammed on by Brick the ball. And now they just have to send in tons of damage into Elfie's shield because of how low it is. It's not going to be able to block much more damage, and that's going to be the cap coming forward to second point. And with Elfie just walking into the minefield, Brick's going to get 2.
Yeah, ProPro didn't make any effort. Looked like didn't put any put pressure to hold that second point here. But it looks like that's actually hurting them in the bite as Hornbeast is going on the aggressive side. They're actually getting the pick to need. Stella gets the pick off of Melky here. And that flanking Junker coming into play here, even though Stella did get picked off of 100 Ghost right there.
Oh, what an aggressive pin from Elfie, trying to catch Kazume off guard, but that's going to be an escape from the Doomfist. And now Brick back with the rest of his team is going to be able to get some heals, and that's Junkrat. By the way, new little thing that you can see whenever a player gets resurrected. Check out and just see if you can catch it. And now they're going to try to keep on pushing forward here, but Elfie's going to be in their way, and with the amount of damage that she's been doing, might be able to just charge another Shatter. With Kazume getting it Milky, though, it's going to be the backline for the Reinhardt gone. No flashbang available to stop anybody from advancing in front of her. And now that's going to be a pin coming forward. Zella's caught by it. Quiche finds the Reinhardt, though, and this looks like it will be the push continuing on as the Doomfist Meteor strikes into the Baptiste, fighting that elimination with the uppercut, though. Overkill's actually going to find Kazume, though. Now there's still 3 players alive on the defense. Sniv, Milky, and Overkill. The Tire's going to be coming forward again. Another one from... And that's going to be Milky slain. And now the Gluzzin's on the defense trying to keep the Reaper alive. Very close to having that Death Blossom. And 91%, one more shot, one more very well placed shot.
That's a huge gun.
3 players together, and the Death Blossom's going to be popped as well, just to confirm it. And they're going to be able to hold on. And that's a great, long fight that they just win for free. Or not for free, but...
Absolutely. The position of that grab, the use, and then of course having Snip coming in for the Death Blossom kills was brilliant. Hornbeast here is going to have at least almost 30 seconds to make this final push here. But here's the problem though, is that ProPro's got 2 ultimates on their hand, and you can look on Hornbeast, they have none. And the only thing closest to it is Cell's Riptire. That's going to be, or a Brick and Cell. So we're going to see if they can get those ultimates in time to help this win this next fight.
Yeah, Hammond does have one of the faster ult charges in the game, but you can't charge ult when you're dead. Brick falls to Overkill's massive amount of charge. Kazume's going to try and carry his team out. So will Zell. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Zell's about to have this Riptire, like you said, but somebody gets a touch right now. Who's it going to be? It looks like it's going to be Zell, just killing himself on point at the moment. Actually not taking a whole lot of damage. His lamp's about to end. The Riptire can be popped free, and there's a minefield just preventing anybody from backing up. And Elfie's going to get deleted, losing the Shatter! 2 kicks again, same exact minefield as the last time. Kazume's going to get a kill onto Overkill's, just canceling out all that charge that they had. And now with the Meteor Strike coming up very soon, Kazume might be able to do enough with a lamp as well. That's going to be 2 players knocked down, both the Doomfists punching each other, but that's going to be Quiche. Meteor striking up, landing down onto Twitchy. That's a primary healing source dead. Now it's just the payload that they have. And now with the Doomfist going forward, Sniv and Milky are getting their eliminations. The Hammond's back into the fight. Brick's not going to have their depth of shield in time, and that's just going to be a Riptire coming in, trying to kill somebody, but they have to wait out this lamp, and they will not just in time. Charby resurrects Brick as well with a massive adaptive shield, is going to be able to live a little longer. They're going to C9.
Yeah, no, well, it wouldn't be a C9. I mean, the fact that Brick and Kasumi was able to hold off that point, I mean, due to the mobility, that was actually very brilliant from those 2 players. I mean, if you notice that they were able to, I mean, how Kasumi was able to go in and out, and same thing with Brick Hammond just swinging around, able to hold that point for them as best they can, but unfortunately, it wasn't able long enough to get Hornbeast to go further. So it looks like they're going to be taking 52 meters of the second point. Very good attack from Hornbeast. We're going to see if they can have a successful defense here, which I believe. Yeah. You know, we're going to Hornbees. I don't care what I don't care what it says. I don't care whatever. You know what? Yes, that is a tactical error, but right now we're not going to deal with that. We're going to be looking to see if Hornbees can get their first win coming in here. And it looks like they're on a roll.
Yeah, definitely. And don't mean to just cut you off here, but thank you, Jag, for the 100 bits. Just, very, very nice donation.
Where's my bits? I want some bits here. You guys are getting bits, and I'm sitting here commentating, like, looking for my bits, and all I see is, like, 100 bits to you, 100 bits to you here. I was like, where's mine? Come on. Where's my love?
Everybody. Everybody. Don't give him them. He'll just get his eco.
I'm going to cut you off right here. If you notice that, Hornbeast is going to go for a very interesting composition. They're going to go with a bunker with a Symmetra.
Yeah, Bastion comps, they say, are dead, but this one is definitely not. With this. Oh, it's Simba. I didn't even realize it's Simba. I'm so happy now. Simba.
I want to see if this. I wish to see if this is me. I mean, as much as we all hate bunker comps, it is a very interesting competition to play because all it takes is the ultimates from one team to win that fight here. So we're gonna see how this goes around. But it looks like they're gonna be playing a weird with the Symmetra. Is gonna be very interesting that they're gonna go from back and forth playing, just go from high ground from one side to another. We're gonna see how if ProPro can see this and see what they need to do to counter it, and they're gonna make the effort, and they're going to see it. That Bastion is starting to shoot, putting them that pressure here.
Yeah, they didn't see it fast enough. They didn't see it fast enough, and all the players are almost dead. Elfie at very low health, as well as her barrier, only sitting at 150 health at the moment. The Rock's going to knock her off the high ground as well, and Hunter goes in a little bit of a wonky position. Zella just sending in tons of damage at the moment. Going to try to get these eliminations, but they're going to be able to go into this hallway. And where's... Oh, Elfie's not there with them. They're pushing in without their main tank, and Zella's going to capitalize with 2 quick eliminations, just sending in too much damage for them to handle. Is about to have this tank form available. So much damage pumped through. And now they're isolated. They're going to be staggered if they stay here.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one thing you want to avoid doing in every fight is staggering. And it's just not working well. Zella's getting the pick off of Elfie. Keisha is getting the if I'm saying that right, gets the pick off of Hunter Ghost. Again, they're just staggering. Now, ProPro is going in with a 5-on-6 match. Overkill gets back here, but it looks like Overkill's going to find his way back. Well, actually, Brig, nope. Brig says, nope, you're not gonna get that stagger. Look like they're gonna have to wait again for Overkill, even though so that's a very beautiful stagger coming from Horn Beast here. So, I mean, that's the best type of kills you get is just those staggers, forcing that team to reset themselves. I mean, again,
this was one attack
here. Sorry, go ahead.
This was one attack, and they're at 2 minutes and 18 seconds. And by the way, thank you, Captain Jack, for the 100 bits dono in favor, or not in favor, but in support of Cyber.
Absolutely, thank you, Captain. Really appreciate it. But we're gonna look off those bits for here for just a moment as ProPro is making their secondary push here. Bastion's Cell still putting the pressure in.
What is that?
Elfie tries to charge in but doesn't get anything. All he gets is the kill for Cell here.
Elfie just fed her life into the Bastion. Now look at this teleporter. Such a big brain strategy to have it where it is. Just being able to TP back and forth, and Sniv is going to try to capitalize with a little bit of a high ground action onto the teleporter. It is dead now, but no ult charge gain from it.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, it looks like ProPro was having a very difficult time going against this Bastion. In my opinion, if I wanted to counter this Bastion, then here's a strategy I have done, and I've seen this make it work at one point. You play the Sombra. You want to just get the hacks, wait for the EMP to come and play. Then Sombra comes in, EMP, everyone comes in. And the fact that you can use Elfie, if you had a, what do you call it? Either Diva Bomb or a Grav or with Derivative Flux to come and play after the EMP will basically help the team, help to win the fight for Pro. But I don't think, but again, look like they're not going to be seeing that here. That's just me saying, that's my thought of how a team fight can win against bunkers, because that's the best way to see it here. But right now, we're going to see these changes coming from ProPro is going to help them here, as they have under a minute to get this first point, but they have to deal with that Bastion and Symmetra.
Yeah, Overkill's on the Roadhog now, which is going to be able to beat the Roadhog or the Bastion a little bit better than the Zarya would have. But I think a Diva is really key here because you have the Defense Matrix and the boosters and the bomb that you can combo with that self-destruct, like you said. I was going to say if you didn't, and now they're just going to clean up here with only 35 seconds. They have to be able to push forward. And I don't see them winning this next fight. With only
Actually, this is very crucial. Despite having 30 seconds left, they use despite having Keisha having his ability, they use almost all their abilities on their side, ultimates on their side, so all they have to deal with is the damage boost coming from the Orisa. But Snev does have that Riptire. We'll see if he can get if they can find those picks off that Bastion, or just basically whatever. Only question is, will they see Twitchy's immortality field in time before those picks come in?
Yeah, definitely, but the players are trying to look very low health right now. That's Overkill finding the picks, as well as Sniv. This looks like the attack's going to be able to push on forward, especially with only 2 picks on the defense. Defense! He's going to be the last player on to touch the point, just staggering, I guess. You don't really need to do this since you're already in OT.
Looks yeah, ProPro looked like they had with the time they had, despite having to go to overtime, they were able to get the picks they needed. It looked like Sniv got the pick they needed off of Twitchy, basically turning that fight into their favor. Once you lose that Baptiste, losing his own mentality field, that's basically the advantage that you want to look for. So perfectly played from ProPro. Now they got the payload moving, but of course here, look like we're going to see switches, changes from Horned Beast here as Cell gets off the bash and going back to the McCree, and Kasumi is going to the Hanzo.
Ooh, what a punch! Deletes Zell. That's a very, very strong play. And oh, another one. We got a DJ Khaled up in the house, but he's going to get deleted by the Storm. Or, I'm sorry, fan the Quiver from Kazmi. And they actually might be able to hold here with another pick from Quiche. No DPS are available for the side of ProPro. So this is definitely an opportunity for Horned Beast to push forward. That's a great hook.
Absolutely. When you use that DPS, that is your advantage. Whether you lose a tank line, DPS line, or support line, that is your advantage to take that point here. But looks like Hunter Ghost is not going to say, nope, you're not going to take that right now. Hunter Ghost does take down Twitchy coming here. But it looks right now, ProPro is making the push. Horned Beast is not putting any effort to actually hold this here, but Kasumi gets the kill on, gets overkill, and Mickey actually gets that kill on the Mickey. And Stella's going to be on the Mickey, just repeating those kills after kill.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to touch the C9! The wall forced the C9, they couldn't touch it. They would have won this fight too, thanks to Zella's McCree just popping off right now. Especially with the Coalescence as well.
Absolutely, even though the kills are coming in right now, they still, ProPro still has that spawn advantage. And they and of course right here, ProPro has plenty of time. They got, even though they got 2.5 minutes, that's plenty of time for them to get that point. If you notice from the point, from where the payload is to the point, they don't have much to go, so they have plenty of room to work with. They got plenty of ultimates coming in play, so each team's got their own side of the ultimates, almost evened up actually. But we're gonna see which one's gonna use the ultimates first, and which one's gonna be most advantageable, usage to the advantage.
Definitely. Yes, Zell's stunned up thanks to that rock, and he's gonna get felled by Overkill right now. The closest gets held out though. Brick with a big plus to send in those Hyperspheres, get that elimination. Both Sigmas have their Gravitic Flux available right now. That's Smokey going very deep into the backline. The Meteor Strike popped as well. Just trying to get this Hanzo right now, and he's going to do it. Kazumi falls. That's the Doomfist in the backline. And another pick onto Jarvie this time. Getting these big eliminations. He has to back up, though. Unless he just wants to come in even further, and he will. Getting another support.
Punching left forward. My goodness.
Milky more like punchy, am I right? Haha, another elimination for the Doomfist.
Absolutely, no. Milky just putting all these picks here. It's just, of course, just enough pressure where Horned Beast can't make any touch here. Even though Carby is on right behind them, just holding it, just not going to do enough here. But of course, Horned Beast is finding what they need to do, and they're not going to make any effort to make that touch here. ProPro getting that third map here. We'll be going to the fourth map. ProPro, hopefully with game point. 4 game point.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that low-key, the Gravitic Flux from Elfie was the saving grace there, since it did let them, or since it forced everybody from being able to touch, and this Death Blossom being booped into the air was just glorious.
Absolutely, no, that's basically what, again, just those ultimates can just change around or just say, hey, there's the hope that you needed to keep that fight going, and that's basically what happened right there. So, just Gravitic Flux, just a very powerful ultimate. Not only you lift them, you can lift them up, slam them down, but just get them off that point at times can be very crucial, and that's what happened here.
And by the way, let me just point out, don't bully for this, but right now, actually, no, I'm not even gonna say it. You guys don't deserve to say it if you don't see it. I'm just gonna DM somebody about this. So you talk for a second while I do this.
Absolutely, I'll take care of it here. So again, guys, we are ProPro and Horned Beast. Look at it's 2-1 in ProPro. We're going to the fourth map down. It was game point here, but Horned Beast still have a chance to make this to win this game. They just need to have this. They just gotta come. They need to make a comeback. This fourth map is want to get to our own map to get the back win. We're gonna see if that Horned Beast can do that, or let's see if Pro is gonna hold that defense and keep this going there. But actually, I don't know who win this picture. This could be anyone. He's keeps checking. No, I'm still against until I hear this here, guys. So right now, both really good effort. Orbeez had a really good success in the third one. I mean, not enough. Anyway, Orbeez, they had a very successful defense. Just holding that point there. If they actually, if what do you call it? What's his name? I don't remember the name. If they didn't lose their Baptiste, if it was Twitchy, if Twitchy wasn't able to be picked off from the 100, I forgot what it was, Milky or someone's Junkrat from the last point. If they actually didn't get that pick right there, I think Hornbeast would have been able to have that first win. But unfortunately, looks like ProPro found their way out of it against this very difficult competition of the bunker comp. They were able to find the way out of it, and again, they were able to get this third map.
Ties back. I just had a little bit of a ping problem.
Yep.
Because my Wi-Fi sucks.
Hey, if I have to take over, I have no problem doing it. If something happens around here, you just say, hey, I gotta leave for 2 minutes, whatever. I can take care of it. I got you, my dude. Mm-hmm. But anyway, fourth map, Junkertown. Who do you think could win this one?
Well, who has an let's see, Hornbeast. Yeah, not for any reason. I don't think Hornbeast. Like I just want the map 5. That's why I think Hornbeast.
Yeah, absolutely. But they have to make up. They have to make up so much in order for that to happen. They were able to have. I mean, I think the defense was very strong for them. But I think once they don't reset or they start staggering, that's kind of when they start to crumble here. The only thing I think they are running everything perfectly. Again, the one thing I think they have to watch out for is Melky's Doomfist. If you notice that how much effort that Doomfist was doing on that last part of the map here was just going in, punching around, going in, going there. It's like, I mean, you can't stop this. If you can't stop Melky, you're not going to be able to get going around. So if they can watch from Melky, I think they can put this fight back into their favor.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, I completely agree with you right there. But Elfie is doing. Wait, it's a brain fart.
Start again.
I don't remember.
You were talking about between Elfie or Melky.
Right. Elfie. I think that Elfie's just been able to play so aggressively with very little punishment up until very recently. And if they manage to, I think you need either a May or a Doomfist on your own side in order to really cancel out that heavy aggression from the Reinhardt. Because Chibi's just been, or not Chibi, Elfie's mostly been uncontested with the aggression.
Yeah, absolutely. If the bubbles either go on Elfie correctly or just basically not contesting that Reinhardt, Elfie can just do so much damage. But we're gonna be ready to start here. We're gonna be as we get ready to start here. Hornbeast's going for an interesting competition. They have not only double shields and more Lucio, but they have Ash and Shoulder 76. I'm gonna be very surprised to see if this works out.
Is this 2016?
Honestly, I think Soldier 76 still has potential, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. It's in the meta, it's just hard for him. But if it's played right, Soldier still has advantage.
6th and 7th. I completely agree. I actually think Nano is a better combo because you want to be moving around with the tactical visor. But I do agree that it can be good with the window as well. But that's going to be Milky finding the first elimination on Chibi, showing why Soldier isn't necessarily the best hero right now. It's Junkrat Trap as well, down for Sniv. And now they just have the ability to hold on to point here very close with Elfie Milky being very aggressive, going to be punished by Zella on the high ground with the Ash. Going into Dynamite, just trying to get some ult charge right now, getting Bob ready to do something.
Absolutely. If you notice that Zella is actually it's got 50% ult charge right now just from the Dynamite and the damage itself, so that's going to be that's what they want to look for. But look like Triple is going to take out Elfie. Again, we were just talking about how much if Elfie stays around and doesn't get contested, it's going to be running, but look like they stopped that running. Look like Hornbeast is still getting is putting the pressure they need to, and again, it looks like they're putting that fight into their advantage here, and they've been getting ready for Curry's Coalescence. They might be able to get Rick's Gravitic Flux here too, but we're going to be seeing Hunter Ghost with this Coalescence, and of course, maybe we might see Window coming in for ProPro.
Let me just say, the score isn't quite right. Hornbeast does have one map win right now. That's going to be a very aggressive pin from Elfie at the moment, trying to get a little bit aggressive play. And that's tire coming out. It's going to be destroyed by Chibi, off with that not with the tactical visor, just with the primary fire. And now the sound barrier is going to end from tripping balls. didn't get a whole lot, just a little bit of damage prevention, but still gonna let them win the fight despite that. And with an off-angled Reaper ready with the Death Blossom, gonna pop it right now. That's 3 players caught in his wings and the Flower of Doom, but they're gonna be able to live through it. That's a massive shatter. 3 players drop to the ground. Elfie's gonna just pop out with a hard carry play. Bob's doing something on point right now, trying to get some value, and there it will be as Doshin Cheese falls to the doing something Bob. Now it's just Elfie on this off angle, pinning back onto Kurt, gonna be blocked by the Golden Orisa. It's a 4v4 at the moment on point right now with the Colossus out. There's the Doofus coming back in. Loki finds Zella. Elfie finds tripping balls. This looks like the chance to win the defense, and they will as Elfie pushes up on the opposing main tick and just confirms that kill.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Horde Beast had the advantage of winning that team fight, but unfortunately, they didn't go in at the right time. They saw one pick, and that was it. But now it looks like they're going to have to wait in. As Sniff takes out Chipkey here, and that's a very good pick coming here because he can get Pfizer here very shortly. But I don't know how much that's going to help around. They have to if LP stays alive with that shield, that's Pfizer ain't going to get any profit for them.
I mean, it's taken him over 3 minutes to charge. It's an AKM visor for sure, but you do have to realize like when you have to switch off. And I think this is the situation. I don't see Tactical Visor finding a whole lot of value because of the Reinhardt, because of the Zarya, because of so many things that can just evade it or kill them. And that's going to be Milky doing one of those two, just killing right now. And now they're going to pop the Tactical Visor. Milky's going to fall to it. This is just going to be blocked by the Reinhardt for the most part. That's the second elimination on overkill as Milky drops to such low health. The barrier's going to fall, and now there's going to be the push going on forward. And now they're going to just cap after that.
Yeah, Hunterco's just trying to stay alive to this, trying to maybe just stagger around, and they're able to hold off for just a couple of seconds, but not long enough for them to take the first point. Unless Milky comes in and takes the point, but that's not going to happen. He's not able to get in just in time to get in. He comes in a bit late, but he's still putting some pressure, but he gets killed. He gets picked off by tripping balls here. Now he's got basically have to wait a bit longer to actually make another team fight. And that's basically a good push coming from Horned Beast here.
Yeah, and it was a lot of ultra for Milky as well, hitting so many players with a slam and uppercut. Did get him about 30 to 40%, I believe. That's going to be a great snipe onto Zella, though, helping the defense be able to stabilize very soon. That's a Blizzard dropping as well. Massive. Oh, a few players are going to be caught inside of it. 2 frozen at the moment. That's going to be Brick falling. And that's going to be Tripping Balls alone, just popping that sound barrier. Only he's going to be affected by it. The freeze is going to be there, and Tripping Balls is going to fall, and they're going to hold strong.
Absolutely, I love the usage from Steve's ultimate of the Blizzard. That was a perfectly executed Blizzard. Unfortunately, having Triple Balls thinking he can save his team, it was just a bit too late. Now they're going to go without a sound barrier. That's actually very important for Horned Beast that they needed to have sound barrier for their defensive ultimate here. It looks like they're going to have to wait here as Snip takes off Rick, but Bob's going to be coming in here. But Mick is going to take out Chipkey here.
Yeah, Sniff starts off so many fights just getting the first elimination. That's Milky finding Chipkey as well. The Doofus is in the backline, just tries to get a punch, but an unlucky chips a moment as Overkill gets Zella's Bob though. And now Milky is going to try to push up with the Doofus, and it will work as Charvy falls. And that's going to be a good shatter, finding 2 players, but debatably unnecessary though, as they start to continue.
Absolutely. Honestly, I think it's like right now the ultimate's coming from the defense ultimate's coming from Pro. It's very well executed. The one thing I'm actually noticing that is there's times that Chipkey is actually doing a good position himself. That he's actually running around getting some of the damage, but of course just taking forever to get those ult charts because they need those visors to actually help around. But the only thing right now I'm looking at is that Snip's got another Blizzard ready to go, and so let's see how long it takes for them to realize that before it's too late.
Yeah, this should be able to stop the attack, and that will mean that they'll have only about 5 to 10 seconds to be able to push in again. Smokey going into the backline, about to have a meteor strike. This was very dangerous. Alfie has such low health. The Colossus is just beaming through the barrier. It's not going to be enough, though. As the Grab Dodger finds 2 players, bring them together. There's a May comboing with it. The rest is going to be just barely frozen. That's a Tactical Visor on the high ground. This is going to be it. This is the chance to win the fight. Yeah, 2 picks right off the bat, getting so much damage in, getting so many eliminations. Overkill is going to try to win out the fight despite that, but is going to eventually fall after fighting 2 eliminations.
Very important visor coming from Chipkey here, and of course they got 5 seconds to keep getting this payload as far as they can. But Lucella's going to have a high noon here. He just switched off from that last one, and he's now almost got a high noon. And Chipkey actually gets to pick off 100 goes. That's very important for them. He had Coalescence coming in for this next fight, but now they're going to go in without a support. And look like Alfie's going to be coming on the left side of the payload here and see if he can swing it around. But Mogan does get the pick off Cell here.
Yeah, they won't commit here. They're trying to push up, and Milky's going to find the first elimination, as you said, onto Zell there. He's just going to try to find Milky there, and it will work as Brick finds Doge and chases as well. That's a Shadow Ring! 2 players to the ground. The Sound Barrier will protect them for a little bit. That's a Cryptic Flux as well, bringing the Mei into the sky, but the Ice Block should be there to protect them. No, it's going to be the bubble. Instead, Sniv going to be able to freeze up the Sigma, trying to get that elimination as well, and that will be a ton of damage just bursting through that Kinetic Grasp that can't eat through that Moira Beam and Reinhardt Hammer. Now there's only 3 players left on the point, 1 DPS, or 2 supports, 1 tank, and that's a High Noon drop popping, but that's a massive wall to isolate it. That's a freeze onto Keish, that's going to be the Ursa Feld at any moment now. The High Noon, that's fine, 0 wall value. That's a Blizzard bringing players together. No value from that Shatter, really. That's a window as well popped, and they're going to be stopping the payload at the very end of second point at any moment now, as it's just the Moira. Charvy falls. Now the Diva's about to be able to start. No, Brick can't in time, even though, despite that Diva buff.
ProPro just coming in with that strong defense, but that wall stopping that High Noon is very good. I mean, I don't know how many you can get off of that, but let's say if that was a free McCree getting ready to get 6K and that Mei wasn't there to hold him to wall him off, I don't know where ProPro would have been. That was a good hold for ProPro. Now let's see how long. Let's see if ProPro could take this map, or will Horn Beast have a strong defense and actually get this to a map 5? I want to see a map 5 here. I want to see a Horn Beast get their first win here. I bet they've been dying to get that happen. They can make that happen, but they have to make sure is that again, switching up their comps to the best of their ability, and of course making sure that they watch that Doomfist. That Doomfist keeps coming in, just swinging that damage. If you notice, he just keeps. I mean, Milky's just coming in. Just first thing you see with 0 ult charge. Next thing you know, he's got halfway away.
Yeah, just. This is do or die right now, like you said, for Horn Beasts. I mean, like you said, Milky is being such a harassment, or such a harasser and such a problem. And now that they're on the Genji, this might be even a slightly less big problem, because of, especially since there's no Ana to nano boost with the Dragon Blade, and there's actually going to be a Brigitte. I think they're reading the fact that there's going to be a Genji.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's between Genji and Doomfist. They both have the same type of stuff. They can both run in. They can both run out. Even though Doomfist has the better advantage of momentum, but basically both the two can act the same way. Yes, you don't have the nano boost for the Genji, but you know what? You can play without the nano. Now we're gonna see if Milky keeps this Genji for. Let's see how long Milky stays for this Genji play here. But looks like the Mei Chipkey tried to get the wall off the bottom, but they looked like they weren't on the bottom; they were on the top. But still, actually gets a pick off the hill. Goes that actually is a huge pick right there. Oh, and gets another pick on Sniv. Gets double kill right there. Very good. Oh, it looks like we're gonna have a pause here in just a moment. Actually, okay, we just got a pause. So something's going on. I don't know what. We'll probably get a confirmation here very shortly.
Yeah, those were two very strong picks right off the bat, and I'm guessing that it's Milky who's having a problem since, you know, imagine playing Genji in 2020.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, but right now looks like the issue is that one of the players from ProPro side is not able to
that's right.
It's not able to go around. There's probably a reason why that push was kind of very interesting. Looks like we're gonna have to hold off here for just a moment. One of the players has to disconnect and come back in. Don't worry, chat. We're gonna get this game back up here in just a moment. But right now, I mean, that was a very beautiful double kill from Cell right there.
Let me just say, this is an opportunity for our stream host to fix the score and give Horn Beast that 1 point that they're denying.
Absolutely, no. Yeah, we need to switch that. I mean, I know you switched the name from Horn Breast to Horn Beast, but you got to switch the score up here. I mean, Horn Beast still has a chance to make that win happen.
Yeah, definitely.
How do you get a map 5 with with the 2-0? Come on now.
That's fair. I mean, just do it, Forehead. Not that hard.
Absolutely here, but as we get ready to start this next match, or as we're waiting for one of the players to return here, let's just talk about just the competitions going on so far. I mean, this is very interesting. We see Brigitte being a very it's kind of a hero that you can somewhat see once in a while, but we're gonna see, will that be enough for them to actually stop either Milky from with his Genji or Doomfist, or will that actually be the key for them to make it to get this map win?
Yeah, definitely. And I do think it's very key that Milky did leave for even just a second, because that is going to get rid of that little bit of extra ult charge that they would have had, and also the fact that Zella got those 2 picks. I think that might just be a sign, because Zella's Hanzo in the past has been nasty, and it doesn't look like the change is going to even affect him that much.
Oh, looks like we're getting ready to start here very sure. But Melky's already saying, let's get the start. He's got, I mean, we can't tell you, chat, but he's got some talk in here thinking we're going to get this map here.
He controls both of their posteriors.
Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's the censorship way.
It looks like we're going to get ready to come. It looks like we are coming back here. Melky's going to be coming back.
Oh.
Coming from first respawn, nothing will change very shortly here. But Hornbeast is gonna keep that defense strong, hopefully strong enough for them to get this map into their get this to a map 5.
Yeah. Oh, Zella actually 1v1's Milky successfully off on the flank. Again, not getting a whole lot of ult charge at the moment, and it does look like they will be halted at the moment with the tanks and Brigitte starting to touch point, and that's actually going to be a Reinhardt and a Brigitte 1v1. Trippin' Ball is going to fall to overkill. Just a little bit over aggressive and vicious in the positioning, and that's going to be the defense actually crumbling as the pieces just start to topple, and they're going to just start pushing on forward with another punch to Brick, just forcing the defense back. And Zella's going to pop the dragons. What?
I don't know. That, first off, the Dragon Strike was very questionable in my opinion. But right now, having Milky switching from the Genji to the Doomfist was the right play for him. As you can see, he's getting he's coming in, he's punching, he's getting all the picks he needed. So he's putting the pressure for Horn Beast, and that's what he wants. The more pressure you can put on Horn Beast, the more scared they're gonna get. And as you can see right now, they're not making an effort to touch the point, or they're having a difficult time making the point.
Trippin' Balls just went to try and find Milky, but wasn't fast enough and got deleted just on their way there. Sniff is going to find Chibiky there, and Brick without a breather is going to fall as well. And they're just going to push on forward with a decent amount of contest, but not enough to really hamper the time bank all that much.
Yeah, no, right there. I mean, just from how much pressure Milky is doing, I mean, that's what's basically how crumbling Horn Beast right there. I mean, the fact that they can get the reset, they can get the push they need. Unfortunately, Milky keeps coming in and just keeps getting those picks off. The more picks he's getting, like, gets another pick right there. Just going in again. They're not contesting anything. They're trying to play what Milky
do whatever he wants.
Absolutely. Again, he just goes right in and he's just getting everything he's doing. He's putting them up in the face, but he gets hooked up by Brick, but doesn't get. But actually gets picked up by Kishir. So they finally take him down for once. But how long will it take for them to keep? How strong of the defense will that still go around? But it looks like Alfie does get 2 off that Shadow Overkill, and Alfie gets the picks off the tanks. And gets
look at what Charlie
off of Cell here.
Charlie's just been in the backline this entire time. Wasn't he even looked at? Just getting tons of distraction wasn't enough to win the fight, but still was back there. And thanks to Milky's pop-off earlier, they're going to be able to push on forward. And now they have to start touching.
They have to touch right here. If they touch right here, they're not going to be able to get. They're not going to be able to touch time.
That's a big blizzard, 2 pounds. And the Dragon Strike going to come on through. That's going to find 2.
He gets 3.
Third with the Storm Arrow. Fan the quiver. Huge play from the Hunter, only at 30 health right now.
Beast has to stay on point. There's Bob's just actually putting the damage here. They're not going to be able to hold off here in time here. I mean, they have to hold here long enough for the team for Horn Beast to get the team reset. But I don't even know how that's gonna work. Krabs is the only one on the point, just doing the best. Unfortunately, Horn Beast gets
a soldier.
It comes in, but actually it's not going to stay long enough. Tripping the boss is actually holding here. Okay. It's actually going off the tracer.
The people are starting to come back. This looks like it might be the end. Doomfist just gets 2 quick eliminations.
Oh my goodness!
A hard carry from Milky.
What beautiful plays from Milky. I mean, again, you can just see how overpowered Doomfist is. Goes in, I mean, just comes in, punches people, Meteor Strike, slams down, and does it all over again. I mean, Milky with just those plays, very important plays here. Unfortunately, Cell, he does get the play again, not Milky, even though how much carrying Milky is doing. What a beautiful play actually here. Gets the 3, gets the 3 off the Dragon Strike here, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough for Horn Beast to get their first win in the season as ProPro takes it to a 3-1.
Yeah, they did have a valiant effort though. Very, very close game.
Absolutely, I think
let me say early. You guys vote for MVP while we discuss a little bit. And what were you saying?
No, I was just agreeing. I was agreeing with you.
Oh, okay. So who do you think deserved MVP in the match?
You know, right now. I saw Alfie just coming in with all the shatters, all with the heavy fix. But honestly, I think the MVP is the hard carry for ProPro, and that is basically Milky. I mean, he keeps coming in with the Doomfist. He's just goes in the backline. He's not only getting in the backline, but you can also notice that he's also just stopping them from resetting. There might be times where I probably saw Hornbeast trying to reset, but every time they get ready for that Milky just comes in and just pops around. It's like they just never had a chance to reset. They never had a chance to figure out what's going on. They just kept the pressure there. I mean, the more pressure you put in, the better chances for you to win, and that's what Milky did right there. Honestly, hard carry, good plays, good kills in the back line, pressure on the resets. That's my MVP for the night.
Yeah, I think you'd be a fool to vote for anybody except for Milky there. Just dominance the entire game. Uncontested, destroying everything. Insanity from that Doomfist. Whenever they weren't playing Doomfist, it was a little bit debatable whether or not they were having the same performances, but whenever Milky was on Doomfist, it was the Milky show.
Absolutely. He came in as a Doomfist. He ran the show. He ran the maps. That was basically all on him. Great job from Melky on his performance, and of course, great job to ProPro. Unfortunately for Horned Beast, they still are looking for their first win in the season. I was hoping to see them tonight. Looked like they were going to come around. Unfortunately, tonight is not the night. Hopefully, we will. I mean, they did. They still put in the effort. I loved the fact that they did what they needed. They did their best to keep going. But looks like it's going to have to be another night for. They're going to have to try again on their next game for their first win, and I'm waiting for that to happen.
Yeah. I mean, they have had a rough schedule so far. This was probably one of their easier matches, and they did get very close. But in the end, Milky just happened. I think that was the big problem. When you have a player dominating like Milky, there's not much you can really do.
I mean, think about it. I mean, if it's like let's say a normal game, like you don't have to worry about flanking heroes or just someone coming to the back line. Everything's simple. Like okay, you reset. You can understand. Everyone can get together, figure out. They can just have a 10-second discussion what's going on. But instead, just now with the hero pool now, you can only do so much trying to get a fight, try to get a reset, and just everything. I mean, again, Doofus putting in that pressure. I mean, again, the more pressure you put in onto the team on a defense or attack, the more bigger advantage that you have. And that's the one thing that ProPro took advantage of is that pressure, using that to their advantage to keep themselves to win the full map stage, to win 3-1 here.
Yeah, absolutely. In the chat, we are seeing a couple of votes. One for Kazme. I guess that's a kind of a cheat vote because Kazme was on both teams, as well as a vote for Alfie. And I can definitely see those, but honestly, I just think Milky had one of the most dominating performances I've ever seen. Just absolute insanity.
I've seen performances come from different teams, from each person, but you know what? Milky right there, I mean, I can see Doofus being a huge, very annoying, but carry hero if you play that right. And Milky did that tonight, honestly. I mean, Chad's got the other people with other votes for the MVPs, and you know what? That's completely fine. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to. It wasn't. None of that was confident enough for us to not pick Milky here.
Mm-hmm. And do you have anything else to say before we head out?
Not really. Thank you for having me here tonight. Very great game. Good. GGs to both teams. Hopefully, ProPro, good job. Melky, well done for your MVP for the night here. Horn Beast, I know you guys are still putting up a good fight. I know you guys can still get your first win for the season. I believe in you guys.
I hope you all had a wonderful night. Great game. Very, very close, despite what the score might tell you. Be sure you stay hydrated. Be sure you stay healthy. Be sure you grind on Overwatch if you really feel like it. If any of you are upset as me about Byleth being in Smash, just rant with me, please. I need to cry about that. But I hope you all have a wonderful night. We'll see you on Saturday. Peace out.